We are back. That's right. We are back. This is Football 101. Yes, Football 101. This is the Beetle. I am the Beetle. And this is a special edition. A special edition of Football 101. A breakdown of the Tampa Bay Bucs. That's right. What is wrong with the Tampa Bay Bucs? That's right. The Beetle, I was there at the Panthers-Bucs game. The Bucs playing the Panthers this past weekend in Charlotte at Bank One Stadium. Give a shout out to Bank One Stadium in Charlotte. I was there with my son. That's right, I was there with my son. And we had a great time. Let me just say, had a great time in Charlotte. They threw down the red carpet for us. We were able to get great parking close to the stadium. Let me just do a quick shout out to the city of Charlotte. Charlotte, North Carolina. Give it up to the Queen City. What was that? I'd call it the Queen City. Give it up to Charlotte and Bank One Stadium. And downtown is so nice. They're just building everywhere. But this, and we just enjoyed the festivities all around Bank One Stadium. Again, everyone was so nice. The amenities were nice. The hotel that we stayed in, a bit further away, was really great. And when we got to the stadium, the fans were cordial. I had my Tampa Bay. I had my Tampa Bay hat. I had my Tampa Bay jersey on. My son had all his other stuff. And matter of fact, my son was dogging me out because he's not a Tampa Bay fan. I understand. It was cool. He dogged me out. But when we got to the game, got inside the stadium, we were way up. We were up there. But fortunately, I was with the rest of the Tampa Bay Bucs fans. Yeah, rest with the Tampa Bay Bucs fans. And let me just say, at the very beginning, and we saw the warm-ups when Tampa Bay came out. We saw the warm-ups of Brady. Yes, my boy Brady. You should saw all the media around Brady just warming up in the end zone, going through the reps, just getting ready. It's a massive array of media and fans just during the warm-ups. So again, I'm showing you right now. Yes, these are my glasses. Yes, I had to get my glasses out, and I had to check them out from afar. That's right. These helped out so much, okay? And I was able to basically see from afar and see what was going on. Yeah, between the players, Brady, the coaches, throughout the game. We were far up. Hey, had to take care of business. And here's the breakdown. I'm 4 minutes in. Excuse me. I'm 4 minutes in. And I want to give you the real breakdown. Here is really the breakdown of this team, because it is not good. Let me just say out front, this team is not together at all. I had to witness it. I had to see it. Even though I projected the Bucs, and I'm showing you Football 101. Yeah, that's right. I put them number one in the South. And let me just say, quick shout out. Please like and subscribe to Football 101, my YouTube channel. I put a lot of time and effort talking a lot of smack in Football 101. But here comes the reality check. We're going on, 7th game, and we still got over half of the season. And I had predicted, I'm showing you, I had predicted Tampa Bay number 1, Saints number 2, Falcons number 3, Carolina Panthers number 4. That was preseason, that was during training camp. And let me just say, it's not looking good. Not looking good for Tampa Bay, Brady, Coach Bowles, and I'm going to get to what I saw, the key problems with the Tampa Bay Bucs as of October 26th, but particularly what I saw during October 23rd, 2020. The problem here is and I saw. Let me just say, I saw the post-press conferences of Brady, Byron Leftwich, Todd Bowles, Mike Evans, all the key players the past 2 days, and they're staying on message. They're staying on message. That is a team problem. Team needs to get together. It's all units: offense, defense, special teams, coaches, players. They're staying on message. Let me tell you this right now. The problem is coaching. I'm going for it. The problem for the Tampa Bay Bucs is coaching. Yeah, I went there. Just like last year and the year before on Tampa Bay Bucs, when Bruce Arians was head coach, I went after Bruce Arians. And I'm going after Todd Bowles, and particularly I'm going after Byron Leftwich. What I saw during that game was really bad. The players were trying to get hyped up pre-game. As a matter of fact, at the end of the warm-ups, they had a team gathering on the 50-yard line, and there was a big offensive lineman. I don't know which player, but he was trying to get everyone hyped up. Once the game started, there's no energy from the players. It was flat. And that's what happened from the very first offensive scrimmage, offensive plays. I think it was play number 3 or 4 when the Bucs received the ball first, and Brady set up. The first play. Let me just say, the first play was a run. Yeah, a typical run. Same old run by Leonard Fournette in the middle, no yards. Second play, another run. And then third play, I believe it was the third play, great pass action, great play action, right to Mike Evans, running a post pattern, clear in his hands, and he just dropped it. It was in his hands, in stride. He almost caught it the first time, hit it up in the air, almost caught it the second time, and dropped it. Yes, that was on Mike Evans. The ball was there. It wasn't on Brady. Great play calling right there. From that standpoint on, the Bucs went straight downhill. And it was coaching. The reason why I say that, every play after that offensive play was predictable. We knew what play they were going to run. The tempo of the play calling was slow. Byron Leftwich standing along the sideline with his big playbook, looking at it and calling plays. And series after series, it was the same old run. Bubble screen to Godwin, who was playing his tail off. Let me give props to Godwin. He was playing his tail off, making plays, doing his best. I was sick and tired of how Godwin had to step up time and time again. It doesn't make sense. It was the typical plays. The typical bubble screen, run to the left, run to the right, try to get it to Mike Evans. That was about it. Brady's passes, let me just say, Brady passes were on point. 5% of his passes were under duress, and it looked bad. He could have had 2 interceptions. But if you saw the offensive line, they struggled. They struggled. The offensive line, the guards, rotating. I don't know what's going on there. And there was no passes to the tight ends through the first half at all. Tight ends, they got 3 set of tight ends. Didn't throw to the tight ends. No play calling. Brady works, and I also looked, yes, after each series when they didn't get a first down, I did my binoculars. I was looking at the chemistry, the body language. Brady came off the sideline, sat down. Byron Leftwich would get his big pad and sit off 2 players away from Brady. Not next to Brady, but looking at his pad, his big bore. No chemistry, no dialogue at all. Yes, I saw it. I took pictures. Todd Bowles didn't talk to nobody. He was just standing there along the sideline. I don't know, but I couldn't even, I was like, Todd, say something. Go over to Byron, say something. Go over to Brady, say something. There was no chemistry. Everyone was walking around. The only player that was given dap and was on a regular basis was Chris Godwin. He was the only player that I saw in my binoculars. The chemistry is flat. Once they did not connect on that first drive, everything went straight downhill. They couldn't get first downs. They tried it on 3 plays, and they had good drives. They gave away 21 points. Great drives. When they're in the red zone, couldn't punch it in. Why they couldn't punch it in? Because of poor play calling by Byron Leftwich. He called the same run play again and again, and I saw his press conference. He said, in his press, check the tape, check Byron Leftwich tape. He said, I expect the guys to make the plays. We played the call, made the call, expect to make the blocks and all of that. If you're, hello, Byron Leftwich. If your front line, if your offensive line, and this is the Beetle, I'm calling you out. If your offensive line are not capable of really blowing out the Panthers defensive line, and that was apparent, Panthers defensive line was bringing it. The linebackers were bringing it. Give a shout out to the Panthers defense. They were bringing it. They were stunting. They had more emotion. Of course they're going to have more emotion. They just traded away McCaffrey. They don't have they're playing with the 3rd string quarterback. And give a shout out to the 3rd string quarterback. He played his tail off. And the only offensive player that the Panthers had was DJ Moore. And the defense, I'm going to get to the defense in just a second. The only offensive weapon that the Panthers had was DJ Moore. Remember that. But I'm sorry, I got to get this out. This is the breakdown of the Bucs and why they are so bad. So the Bucs went on it for third. They couldn't get the 3rd down. 3rd downs were horrible. They set themselves up, mistakes. And I can see, now another reason why I want to go, I want to see Brady's timing, the zip on his ball. Let me just say, without a doubt, Brady can zip the ball. Brady can stand in the pocket. He got the moves in the pocket, shuffling his feet. He could have got sacked several times, but his mechanics were still great, and the zip on his ball were money on. He was throwing into triple coverage. Mike Evans was coming down with the ball. Scotty Miller was coming down with the ball. Excuse me. Russell Gage coming down with the ball. But there are are times when Brady just like, he can't depend upon his front line. He's throwing in the double, triple coverage. It looks bad. So that was my observation of the offense. No chemistry, predictable offense. Byron Leftwich playing the same run plays again with Leonard Fournette, who has no blocking in the backfield. Just running the same typical off guard, off tackle, blast play, and expecting his poor offensive line to get the one. No, it won't happen. Be creative, Leftwich. Go do something out of the box. Everybody, all my Tampa Bay Bucs fans in my section said, "Wake up, Leftwich!" Everybody knew the plays. If the fans know the plays, come on, you know the defensive, the players know the play. It was sad. It was predictable. So again after again, when they didn't make third down, and then when they were in the red zone, down at the goal line, couldn't make the first down at the goal line, couldn't punch it in. It was sad. It was demoralizing. And you can see the body language on this. Yes, you can see it. My binoculars. I saw the body language with Brady taking his time, coming off again, shaking his head, sat down in his area at the end of the bench, did not even look at left. And let me just say, I saw one time when Brady just turned his back to Leftwich. I don't know what they were saying, obviously, but he turned his back. He was that tired of the poor play calling on offense. To predict, they left 21 points off the field. Period. Could have been a competitive game, but that first drive said it all. And the poor, I can't say it, poor play calling. Predictable. And then when they tried to speed it up, it was very typical. They brought in the number one, I don't know his name, the wide receiver. It was a little short dump off pass or shuttle pass. The Panthers were waiting for it. No energy at all on offense. So Brady was always behind the sticks, trying to play catch up, trying to spread offense. The run game is pathetic because the offensive line is not together. Leonard Fournette does not have any extra blocking in the back. They brought in another deep running back. He was good. He brought the energy. You need to change up the speed. What's my suggestion? Throw screen passes. Throw dump off passes to Fournette and the running back. Stop the silly bubble screens. Throw down the field. Stop trying to allow your players to always make plays. They're not creating separation, but you got to call different plays. Throw deeper down the field. They're playing the the Beatle knows defense. When you know the team offense is not throwing down the field, you play tight. So again, Byron Leftwich did not make any substantial adjustments. No adjustments throughout, major adjustment through the game. The first quarter, okay, he made some slight. Second quarter, no adjustments. Third quarter, no major adjustments. Yeah, he came out with some adjustments, but it was typical. He brought in a fullback on his run play. He said, "I'm going to get physical." Again, when your front line can't move out the defensive line, don't try to go a mano. You just don't have the personnel. I'm sorry. You don't have the person. The Bucs do not have the personnel to compete at the elite level on the offensive line. They do not. When Jensen, right, I think his name Jensen, the center, hurt himself at the end of training camp, that said it all. They're struggling with the communication, with the getting used. And Byron Leftwich, guess what? It takes time. You don't have any more time. There's no more time to develop the kid. It's now. It's now, Byron Leftwich. And come on, Todd Bowles. Show some enthusiasm through the game. Show some emotion. Todd Bowles just standing there. I don't see no emotion during the game. Players, let me just say, veteran players, and particularly rookie players, they want to see emotion from your head coach. Cut somebody out. Cut somebody out. You're a defensive coordinator. Cut somebody out. Yes, I said it. Cuss somebody out. Get in their tail. Just make a statement. I was disappointed in that. At least, I'm just disappointed. I'm just gonna say that. You want your head coach to show some emotion during the game. I didn't see it. I had my binoculars. I was watching Bulls. I was watching Byron Leftwich. I was watching Brady. I was watching Godwin. I was watching Evans. I was watching the defense. And now I'm going to go to the defense. I'm 21 minutes in. The defense, bad. I'm sorry. The defense used to be the strength of the Bucs. It is bad. I'm a defensive player. Beetle is a defensive player. And the key problem with the defense is that defensive front line. When they let go Pierre-Paul, the edge rusher, Pierre-Paul was a beast. They let him go. Guess where he's at? He's with the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, no. Pierre-Paul is on a mission. Pierre-Paul is the tall, lanky, phenomenal inner. He always brought the inner. They let him go. He's in Baltimore. They allow Ndamukong Suh to go. Ndamukong Suh, you know Ndamukong Suh, a big, physical, defensive tackle. He created space. He fit very well the Todd Bowles defense. That is the front line take care of all the garbage. They just plug up the holes, and then the linebackers just fill in. And even Vea's there. Vea did a great job. And I'm going to call out Shaq Barrett. Yeah, Mr. Edge Rusher on this. Shaq Barrett, your day's a number, brother. What happened to the edge rusher? He's just not. He's a step or two late. He's bringing the energy. I like Shaq. I love Shaq Barrett. Defense. I love Shaq Barrett, but you can just see he's a step or two late now. And the linebackers. I love my linebackers. I love this linebackers. Devin White and Levante David, y'all guys are still bringing it. But let me just say, they just play with two linebackers, and then they play with 5 DBs. At the beginning of the game, yes, you're filling in the holes. Towards the end, you're not filling the holes. Levante David and Devin White, you do a great job, but you didn't fill the holes, and that's the reason why the Panthers ran for over 100 yards and run that 60-yard touchdown. It was the same play, off tackle. It was a back off tackle play. Yeah, same play. The defense front line didn't fill in on the back end, and the linebackers were not there to fill in. DBs, let me just say, the linebackers did not fill. That's the reason why the Panthers had great running drives. The linebackers were not filling in. They were tired being on the field. And the DBs, cause Antoine Winfield had a concussion. My boy Antoine Winfield Jr. played his tail off. I much respect to Antoine Winfield Jr. My boy, free safety. But he got a concussion in the second half, and that was the end of the DBs were pathetic. The rest of the pathetic. They allowed the only option, DJ Moore, to run free. For whatever reason, Todd Bowles didn't put a lockdown corner on DJ. This is the only offense, only person that can really, it's a threat. And they didn't lock down DJ Moore. DJ Moore had a field day. DJ Moore he's the only talent they really have, and they got the ball to DJ Moore. Todd Bowles didn't have a package again for their only no package, no special package. And if you saw how the defense just sat there, no movement at all, they just sit there and wait and react. You're not gonna make it. So I'm just calling out the defense. The defense was horrible. The defense was horrible. They kept the Bucs in the game, but they wear out, and you're playing the same package. And the defensive quarterbacks, they're clueless. Calling out the defensive back, they were bad. And I don't love this defense. I in my book, I just said I love this defense. This defense, they are reeling. They are reeling. They're intimidated. The defense is supposed to be the intimidator. You're supposed to be the intimidator. You're supposed to be bringing the pain. You're supposed to intimidate the offense. The Panthers' offense was not intimidated by this generic defense at all. This created Todd Bowles defense. They were not scared. They were not intimidated. That was the backbone. That was a crusher to me. That's what I was totally shocked about. How the defense was so generic. So when you have a defense that is not intimidating, is really on their back heels. They're not aggressive. They're not stunning. The other team gets more, and they were undermanned. The Panthers were undermanned. Third string quarterback traded McCaffrey. Only DJ Moore. I'm sorry. I'm glad I was there to witness this. But it was really, should have been no contest. But again, the better team won. The better team won that day, and rightly so. So give it up. I'm giving it up to the Panthers. Did an outstanding job. I just can't remember the third string quarterback's name right now. I remember Baker Mayfield and the other guys, whoever they were. And he was just, and the third string, he was fluid. His passes were on the money. He rolled left and right. And again, my son even called it. He called it out. My son called. He said, "Hey, this guy's gonna be throwing it. He's gonna be winging it. He looks good." Yes, he did. So kudos, my son called it out again. That's the breakdown. And just to remember, I'm going bringing back things. That was the defense. I did the offense. Here's the takeaway. The Bucs will not win their division if they play this like this. They're 3-4. They are not going to win the division. The Bucs are in a free fall. Let me just say, the day after I heard the Instagram account of Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette said, we're not done, and things can get possibly worse. Oh my God. Number 3, New Orleans Saints. They're going to be there. 4, I love my Falcons. Marcus Mariota. I love my Falcons. And the Panthers, they could hit on a roll. Yes, the Panthers can get on a roll. So don't be surprised that the Tampa Bay Bucs just tank it. Why? Because, and they have the talent to win this division. That's about all. But the chemistry is not there at all. Players are not playing for the team. They're saying this is a team. No, that's a typical response when they're so factioned. There's no camaraderie. There's no togetherness as they were just last year and during their Super Bowl run. I was there. I was breaking it down. As you know, check the tape. The Beetle was there. I called out the coaching staff last year. I called out Bruce Arians, even during their Super Bowl year. So it comes down. Yes, it comes all the way down to coaching. That is it. This is on the coaching staff and I'm waiting for Todd Bowles to show some energy. Get on players. Get mad. Do something. Now is the time. You just can't stand up there and say, we're doing this wrong. People are not doing. Players react off the head coach. Now is the time. Not at the end of the season. Not coming up with excuses. You are an elite team. So it doesn't come from Brady. It doesn't come from Mike Evans. It doesn't come from Chris Godwin. It doesn't come from Leonard Fournette. It comes from the head coach and the bad play calling. I'm calling Byron Leftwich, and I really love the brother. I'm calling his play calling out. And let me just say, their injuries really have devastated the Bucs team. And I'm thoroughly disappointed in Julio Jones. He's still not ready. He's just getting a paycheck. Thoroughly disappointed in Julio Jones not being ready for the season. So again, the responsibility comes down to coaching, folks. It's that simple. If you agree, disagree, please send me an email, ejb678@gmail.com. I'm no longer yelling. It's bad. It is really bad. From a championship, Super Bowl championship team, and of course Brady. And I always still back my players and back my teams, always, as you know. And so I was on board from day one when Brady came to the Bucs. The first year, the second year, and I'm still on board. But it looks really bad, and something big has to happen now. This is the Beetle, and as I always say, thank you for and again, don't take this so personal, folks. Don't take this. Don't take my show Football 101 so personal. I know you. A lot of folks don't like it. I'm just having fun. I'm 64 years old, having fun as a former DP. This is all just for fun. I don't, I'm concerned, but I don't take it that serious. I don't take it that serious. Just get your act together, Todd Bowles and the Tampa Bay Bucs. You're a champion. Be a champion. Step up being the champion. This is the Beetle, and as I always say, you know what I say. Let's